This is a story most of you have never heard, a story of bravery, sacrifice, and determination above the clouds. This is the story of the Hump. Take a look at this map. This treacherous route from Assam, India to Kunming, China, is not for the faint of heart. This is the Hump, a perilous air route over the Himalayas. During World War II, when the Japanese Army cut off the Burma Road, this became the only lifeline for supplying the Chinese war effort. Thousands of brave American and Allied pilots risked their lives flying over this unforgiving terrain, delivering vital supplies to our Chinese allies. The odds were stacked against them. Unpredictable weather, mechanical failures, and the constant threat of enemy fighters. This, my friends, is their story. Picture this, 1942. The world is engulfed in war. The Japanese Imperial Army cuts off the Burma Road, the main supply route to China. We had to find another way to get supplies to our allies, the Chinese nationalists, who were fighting tooth and nail against the Japanese. Our answer? A perilous airlift over the Himalayas, a route so treacherous it became known as the Hump. These mountains, some of the highest in the world, presented a formidable challenge: unpredictable weather, narrow valleys and treacherous winds. But we had no other choice. The fate of China, and perhaps the entire war in the Pacific, rested on our ability to conquer the Hump. This was a lifeline, a testament to our commitment to our allies and a symbol of the extraordinary courage of the men who flew this route. The Himalayas, just the name conjures images of towering peaks shrouded in mist, an unforgiving landscape. Now imagine flying over this terrain in a rickety cargo plane loaded down with supplies, knowing that one wrong move could spell disaster. The pilots who flew the Hump faced a myriad of challenges: sub-zero temperatures, violent updrafts and downdrafts, and blinding snowstorms that could appear out of nowhere. The thin air at high altitudes reduced engine power, making takeoff and landing a delicate dance with fate. And then there were the mountains themselves, jagged peaks reaching for the sky, narrow valleys that seemed to close in on you, and the ever-present danger of running into a mountain shrouded in fog. It was a test of skill, courage, and sheer determination. The first flight over the Hump was a leap into the unknown. No maps, no navigational aids, just a compass, a prayer, and a wing and a prayer. The pilot, a young man with steely nerves and a heart full of courage, took off into the vast expanse of the Himalayas. Every mile was a gamble, every minute a victory against the odds. The air grew thin, the engines strained, and the mountains loomed ever closer. Doubt must have crept in, but the mission had to be completed, and then, after what seemed like an eternity, the landing strip appeared in the distance. Kunming, China. The first flight over the Hump was a success, a beacon of hope, a testament to the human spirit's ability to triumph over adversity. It paved the way for thousands of flights to follow, each one a daring feat of airmanship. The workhorses of the Hump were the C-46 Commandos, lumbering cargo planes that were never designed for such high-altitude flying. They were sturdy, reliable, but they were also prone to mechanical failures. Their engines struggled in the thin air, their wings iced up in the frigid temperatures, and their cargo holds were often filled to bursting with vital supplies. Then there were the C-47s, the Goonie birds, smaller and more agile, but still vulnerable to the treacherous conditions. These aircraft, often pushed beyond their limits, became symbols of the airlift's precarious nature. Every flight was a testament to the skill of the mechanics who kept them running. They worked tirelessly in makeshift conditions, patching up bullet holes, replacing worn-out parts, and keeping these aging aircraft flying against all odds. The weather over the Hump was a fickle mistress. One minute the skies could be clear, the next you'd be flying blind through a blizzard. The Himalayas are known for their unpredictable weather patterns, and for the pilots flying the Hump, this meant facing a new danger every single day. Imagine flying through a blinding snowstorm, the wind howling like a banshee, your aircraft buffeted by violent updrafts and downdrafts. Visibility reduced to zero, the only instruments to guide you a compass and a prayer. The pilots who flew the Hump learned to respect the weather, to fear its power, and to adapt to its ever-changing moods. They knew that survival depended on their ability to read the signs, to anticipate the dangers, and to make split-second decisions that could mean the difference between life and death. The Hump took its toll. Over 600 aircraft were lost during the airlift, vanishing into the unforgiving landscape, taking with them the lives of hundreds of brave men. Each loss was a tragedy, a reminder of the high price of freedom. The names of the fallen are etched in stone, a permanent memorial to their sacrifice. They were fathers, sons, brothers, young men who left their homes and families to fight for a cause greater than themselves. We remember them not just for their bravery, but for their unwavering commitment to the mission, for their willingness to put their lives on the line for the sake of others. Their sacrifice paved the way for the eventual victory in the Pacific, and their story serves as a testament to the enduring human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. The Hump was more than just a perilous air route. It was a lifeline for China, a vital supply line that kept the Chinese nationalists in the fight against the Japanese. Without the supplies flown over the Hump, the Chinese war effort might have crumbled, altering the course of the war in the Pacific. The Hump also tied down a significant portion of the Japanese forces. They were forced to allocate resources to defend against the airlift, resources that could have been used elsewhere. This strategic advantage proved crucial in the Allied efforts to gain the upper hand in the Pacific theater. The success of the Hump operation demonstrated the crucial role of air power in modern warfare. It proved that even the most formidable geographical obstacles could be overcome with determination, ingenuity, and a willingness to accept risk. While the pilots who flew the Hump are rightly hailed for their bravery, we must also remember the unsung heroes who made their missions possible. The ground crews, the mechanics, the weathermen, the support staff, they all played a vital role in the success of the airlift. These men and women worked tirelessly, often in dangerous and challenging conditions. They faced the same risks as the pilots, but their contributions often went unnoticed. They were the backbone of the operation, the unsung heroes who kept the planes flying and the supplies flowing. Their dedication and selflessness serve as a reminder that victory is often achieved through the collective efforts of many, not just the few who receive the glory. Their story is a testament to the importance of teamwork, of the unwavering support that makes extraordinary feats possible. The Hump operation left an indelible mark on the world of aviation. It pushed the boundaries of what was possible, demonstrating the feasibility of large-scale airlifts over challenging terrain. The lessons learned during the Hump were instrumental in shaping modern aviation logistics and air cargo operations. The legacy of the Hump lives on in the countless pilots and air crews who were inspired by the courage and determination of those who flew this perilous route. It serves as a reminder that with ingenuity, perseverance, and unwavering resolve, we can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The story of the Hump is a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt, to innovate, and to achieve the extraordinary. It is a story that continues to inspire generations of aviators, a reminder that the sky is not the limit when there are footprints on the moon. The men who flew the Hump were ordinary men who accomplished extraordinary things. They faced their fears, pushed their limits, and risked their lives to deliver vital supplies to our allies. They were the best of us, and their story deserves to be told and remembered. The Hump was a testament to their courage, their determination, and their unwavering commitment to duty. They flew into the jaws of death, knowing the odds were stacked against them, yet they never faltered. They were heroes, every single one of them. We owe them a debt of gratitude, a debt that can never be fully repaid. Their story is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can shine through, a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. We stand here today, humbled by the sacrifices made by those who flew the Hump. They were young men, just like us, but they faced challenges we can scarcely imagine. They flew through treacherous skies, over unforgiving terrain, knowing that each mission could be their last. But they never wavered. They knew the importance of their mission. They knew the fate of China rested on their shoulders, and they flew with courage and determination that continues to inspire us today. Let us never forget their sacrifice. Let us honor their memory by telling their story. And let us strive to live up to the ideals of courage, selflessness, and unwavering resolve that they embodied. We stand on their shoulders, and we owe it to them to never forget their legacy.